And baby, money can buy you a lot of things. Money can buy you anything. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder of G is for Growth. And today I wanted to bring a little story time of the gala that I just went to, but I wanted to shed a light when it comes to human trafficking, and I wanted to share some facts that I learned while I was at the gala with you guys. Did you know that Florida is the third highest ranking state for human trafficking? Because of our beaches and tourists, it's a hot tourist area, a lot of human trafficking happens here. Did you know that there's a difference between human trafficking and human smuggling? So human smuggling is the movement of someone illegally across the border, and human trafficking is the illegal exploitation of a person, forcing them and making them do something that they would not otherwise want to do. Human trafficking is a $150 billion industry, and it happens every day. Slavery is not dead. Slavery is happening right now, especially with our children. Most of human trafficking is for the exploitation of children and labor, free labor. But of course, as we all know, some of that is also for sex. And the majority of those humans being trafficked are young women and children. The statistics are overwhelming, and I know that we would all want this to stop. So I think it's important to talk about. I think it's important to bring awareness, and I think it's important to know what to look for, as well as how to prevent human trafficking. When it comes to socioeconomics, poverty, and education, they target these people because they're the most susceptible. Make sure that you're teaching your children not to talk to strangers. Make sure you're educating yourself and the people around you on what to look for. I know I just saw, if you haven't seen Sound of Freedom, that was an amazing film, and it showed how they would exploit these low-income families with opportunity. Oh, if you bring your child here, he could be a supermodel, a star. And they would drop these children in these interviews, right? That last for a couple hours with a trusting woman. And then their children would be gone. Make sure that we are protecting our children. Take care of your children. I wanted to read some things from the pamphlet that they gave us at the gala, and it's how to report human trafficking tips. Do not confront a suspect, trafficker, or alert a victim of your suspicions. Make sure that you call the Homeland Security Investigations, which is 1-866-DHS to ICE. And then it also talked about indicators of human trafficking. Recognizing human trafficking is the first step in combating this heinous crime. Learning indicators and reporting tips helps law enforcement identify victims and connect them with the care and services they need. The indicators listed below may help you recognize human trafficking, but any one indicator is not necessarily proof of human trafficking. Physical: does the person show signs of physical or sexual abuse, physical restraints, confinement, or torture? Appear to be deprived of food, water, sleep, medical care, and other necessities, and lack of personal possessions. And there's also social cues. Does the person work excessively long or unusual hours, show sudden or dramatic changes in behavior, act fearful, anxious, depressed, submissive, tense, or nervous, or paranoid, defer to another person to speak for him or her, appear to be coached on what to say, appear disconnected from family, friends, community organizations, or places of worship, not have the ability to freely leave where they live. And these are just some tip of the icebergs when it comes to indicators and what we can do to help. But I just wanted to bring this in this video so we have the information. And let's jump into the story time. So I went to this gala because I had just watched Sound of Freedom, and I was so motivated, so pumped, like, what can I do to save the children? Not just the children, any human that's being trafficked. It's a heinous crime, and we are all deserving of freedom and, just live our life. You know, I speak on the camera all the time about living life authentically. You can't do that if you are under, I come from communist Cuba, you know, if you're under basically communist regime, or even worse, being trafficked by someone that's controlling your whole life. So I decided to go to this gala, and it was a human trafficking event in the sense that to prevent and bring awareness to human trafficking. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a gala raising money for this. And by the way, the gala was amazing. It was beautiful. The food was great. The company was great. I met like amazing people. And some of the people that I knew prior to did the gala such and such. They also brought awareness of people doing community service and taking care of the community in our town. So that was amazing, and they were recognized. Again, these are people that I know. I don't want to say personally, but I know them because we run sometimes in the same circles. And after, at the end, when the gala was almost done, you know, they were like, we would like to thank our sponsors. And the sponsor, like the biggest sponsor of all, was the Church of Scientology. This is literally me in the crowd. What the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna say that I know anything in particular because, like, facts, because it's not a facts thing. I have never heard anything good from the Church of Scientology. That's all I can say. The vibe that I got was not the vibe that it needed to be. I have heard disgusting, despicable things from the Church of Scientology, and it having to do with human trafficking and all these things and cult-like behavior. It's a no for me. I was in my seat like, baby, they had invited me to another gala that they're having this summer, and I was like, no. Like, and it just made me think. I wanted to make this video because so many times we think that we are supporting a cause, like ending human trafficking, right? We think that we are doing the right thing, that we are helping, that we are bringing awareness, which we are, right? Me making this video, but I don't know how much you believe or want to let yourself believe and open your eyes that there's a greater world out here that we know nothing about, that it's part of the elites. I mean, the Church of Scientologists, a lot of the people in the church are high Hollywood, and just the history with Hollywood, the history with Paramount, the history with Disney, the history with Epstein and his little island, like, it goes all the way to the top. And baby, money can buy you a lot of things. Money can buy you anything. Let's be honest, let's be clear. I'm getting goosebumps. That shit did not sit right with me. And again, sometimes we're trying to do the right things and we're trying to support. But baby, do your research. Baby, do your research. Baby, make sure, and even when you don't have the research, make sure you follow your gut. Make sure you follow your instinct. Your instinct is not gonna let you astray. Make sure you're connected to that. And for me, it was a hell no. I hope this video inspires you to do your research, but still help your community bring awareness to a topic such as human trafficking. Like, it's still happening today. Modern day slavery is still happening today, and they need us. They need us to be more vigilant. They need us to be more educated so we can help. And the goal is truly to prevent these people from becoming victims in the first place. And I just want to leave you guys with this, and I love you, and I'll catch you in the next video.